Doris Payne, born on October 10, 1930, in Slab Fork, West Virginia, is one of the most infamous jewel thieves in modern history. Born to a Cherokee mother and a black father, Payne grew up in a racially segregated town, witnessing firsthand the challenges of discrimination and domestic abuse. Her early life experiences shaped her resilience and adaptability, traits that later defined her decades-long criminal career. At the age of 16, Payne committed her first theft, stealing and selling a diamond to provide financial means for her mother to escape an abusive relationship. This act marked the beginning of a sophisticated career in deception, as she quickly recognized her talent for disguise, persuasion, and social engineering. Between 1952 and 1972, Payne orchestrated numerous high-profile jewelry heists, amassing over $100,000 in stolen valuables. Her most infamous crime occurred in Monte Carlo, where she stole a 10-carat Cartier diamond ring valued at $500,000. Despite police waiting for her at the airport, Payne skillfully removed the diamond from its setting and concealed it within her clothing, allowing her to evade authorities and successfully transport the stolen gem to New York for sale. Leveraging her charm, poise, and ability to seamlessly blend into elite circles, Payne repeatedly eluded suspicion and capture. She has openly attributed her motivations, in part, to systemic racial discrimination, framing her crimes as acts of defiance against an unjust social structure. Her story has been widely documented through books, interviews, and the documentary The Life and Crimes of Doris Payne. Doris Payne's life and career as a jewel thief have left a lasting impact, blending elements of crime, social commentary, and resilience. Her story continues to captivate audiences, not just for her criminal exploits, but for the themes of race, class, and gender that underlie her actions, cultural impact, and media representation. Payne's notoriety has made her a subject of extensive media coverage. She has been the focus of books, documentaries, and numerous interviews. Her memoir, Diamond Doris, The True Story of the World's Most Notorious Jewel Thief, provides an in-depth look at her life, detailing both her crimes and the motivations behind them. The 2013 documentary, The Life and Crimes of Doris Payne, further explores her story, painting a complex picture of a woman who defied expectations and outmaneuvered authorities for decades. Hollywood has also taken an interest in Payne's life. At one point, actress Tessa Thompson was reported to be developing and starring in a film about her, illustrating the ongoing fascination with Payne's story. Her life has inspired discussions about criminal ingenuity, the role of race and discrimination in her actions, and the moral ambiguity of her legacy. A symbol of defiance and survival. For many, Payne represents more than just a criminal. She is seen as a symbol of defiance against systemic racism and class barriers. Growing up in a segregated town, she faced discrimination in retail spaces, where store employees either ignored or disrespected her due to her race. She turned this societal bias against itself, using people's prejudices to her advantage. Her ability to blend in, charm store employees, and exploit assumptions about black women at the time allowed her to execute her heists with remarkable success. Throughout her career, Payne maintained that she was not just stealing for wealth, but as a way to outsmart a system designed to keep her marginalized. While her crimes were illegal, they were also seen by some as an act of rebellion against an unjust society. Criminal record and arrests. Despite her skill in deception, Payne was arrested multiple times over the years, including as recently as 2017 at the age of 86. Her ability to continue committing thefts into her old age demonstrated both her unwavering commitment to her lifestyle and her ability to adapt. Even in her later years, she remained unapologetic, often dismissing her arrests with humor and defiance. A lasting influence. Payne's story remains a source of intrigue because it challenges traditional narratives about crime and morality. Unlike many career criminals, she was not driven by violence or coercion, but by intellect and charisma. Her life has sparked discussions about the criminal justice system, racial and gender biases in luxury spaces, and the psychology of deception. Though she is no longer active in her criminal pursuits, her legend endures. Doris Payne remains a figure of fascination, both admired for her audacity and critiqued for her unlawful actions. Her legacy is one of complexity. She is seen as both a master thief and a woman who skillfully navigated a world that often sought to exclude her.
Around the world. I sat down for an exclusive interview with Doris Payne, and for the very first time, she told me she wanted to get caught here in Atlanta.
I have never been arrested in a jewelry store. I've never been arrested leaving a jewelry store.
Meet the petite and elegant 91-year-old woman nicknamed Diamond Doris. It's hard to believe she's a self-proclaimed jewel thief, but she's the focus of documentaries and books detailing her life. Doris Payne says this is the first time she's sat down for an interview to give her account of stealing millions of dollars in jewelry over the last 6 decades. Authorities say she's used 22 aliases and probably has gotten away more than she's been caught. Did you ever have to do time behind bars?
9 days.
But our research reveals she's done several stints in prison. In fact, a Jewelry Association put out bulletins about her in the 1970s. Now calling Metro Atlanta home, Payne's latest arrest in 2017 for allegedly taking merchandise from an area Walmart in Chamblee.
Walmart? No, I've never been to a Walmart and stole no jewelry.
She was arrested again a year earlier for stealing a nearly $2,000 bracelet from the Von Maur store in Perimeter Mall. Payne was hit with 3 years probation for that, and she's been banned from shopping in one upscale store in Buckhead for suspicion of stealing a pair of $700 earrings.
I wanted to have trespassing.
Payne says she purposely chose to get caught in Atlanta, the Hollywood of the South, to get the publicity she needed to get to the next level.
If I come to Atlanta, I might get a book deal. I might get a movie deal because this is the only city in the United States that blacks have any firm foot.
Payne's escapades were not concentrated in the United States. She's had more than 20 arrests in countries around the world, including Greece, France, Britain, and Switzerland. Her heist in an exclusive Monte Carlo jewelry store was the piece de resistance, a $500,000 round diamond ring weighing 10.5 carats. So what happened with Monte Carlo? That nice, expensive piece. Do you remember?
Of course. But how do you mean what happened?
Once you left.
That was it.
What'd you do with it?
Sold it the next day in New York.
Do you ever feel like you committed any crimes?
I know I did. Every time I went, I knew it was a crime.
Any regrets?
No.
On anything you've done? Do you wish you hadn't done it?
Well, I ain't killed nobody, I robbed nobody. Yeah.
Well, you kind of robbed somebody.
I ain't robbed them. They gave it to me.
Doris Payne is out on bond again. We were there this afternoon when the 86-year-old walked out of the DeKalb County Jail.
Well, police arrested Payne this week after they say she tried to steal a $2,000 necklace from a store. Fox 5's Marissa Mitchell spoke with Payne about the arrest and her criminal history.
I'm happy to be free.
A smile from Doris Payne as she leaves the DeKalb County Jail Saturday. In her latest case, the 86-year-old is accused of trying to steal a $2,000 necklace from Von Maur at Perimeter Mall.
Being a thief ain't the worst thing you can be. You know what I mean?
Would you say you're more than what people may think you are?
I don't care what people think I am. Get that. You're not listening. I don't care. I know. It don't matter. It never has.
Payne's Dunwoody case comes after her arrest in October of 2015 in Atlanta. There, police say cameras caught her stealing pricey Christian Dior earrings from a Saks Fifth Avenue.
Anything you want to say to the stores?
I don't want to say anything now, and I don't want to be rude. I'm tired.
Payne had much to say to a judge this week during her court appearance. She acknowledged her criminal background and promised she wouldn't disappear if granted bond. Payne's run-ins with the law spanned some 60 years. In this 2013 documentary, The Life and Crimes of Doris Payne, she talked about her life as a jewelry thief across the globe.
There's never been a day that I went to steal that I did not get what I went to do.
Do you think we may see this type of incident again happening?
I know you won't. I know you won't, because I got what I needed.
And what's that?
Whatever it is, I got what I needed.
For now, Payne insists what she needs most is to enjoy her freedom.
Any plans for the holidays?
Eat, drink, and be merry.
In DeKalb County, Marissa Mitchell, Fox 5 News.